Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great Saturday and a great weekend. Well, today we're going to be working on the Cardinals and the Bluebirds in the Christmas tree. I don't know what else to call it. It doesn't have a name. I got it from DIY Digital Art. Yeah, it's not the greatest of pictures, but it's better than some. Better than some. It's just beautiful. So we're working up here in this corner, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I was up till almost 2 o'clock last night, and you know I was stitching. Just stitching. And it was going really well. I was working on the koi. This doesn't have a, what do you call it? I want to say sizing, that's not it. Oh my goodness, what is the word? You know what I mean. It's not sturged. Jeez, I have the worst time with that word. It's not surged. Whoop. Everything's stuck it together here. Had to get my thimble. No, I haven't worn a hole in my finger yet from stitching half the night. But when I finally did lay down, I didn't get up until 8 o'clock in the morning. And so for me, that was pretty good. The threads are really nice in this, though. I do like it. And the canvas isn't... Hang on. I gotta get it moved around here. The canvas isn't stiff, you know. I mean, it bends, and it's not that big of a piece here. So, we got this. But yeah, I just couldn't stop stitching. I barely stopped stitching today. Just wanted to keep stitching on the koi. It was almost too easy. Just keep stitching. One stitch right after another. I probably went through 5 threads, full threads, last night. Just stitching. But it's a lot of stitching. You know, it looks light and airy, but it's not too airy. When you get to the koi, you know, because they're kind of dense. But other than that, you just keep going. And in one color. It was amazing. Just amazing. And it rained all night. Now, you remember me saying, I don't think it was more than a day ago or so, that I said, oh no, it's very rarely a day that, you know, I wake up and it's raining and it's going to rain all day. Well, guess what? Call me a liar. Yeah, it was pouring this morning. So I think it got it in its system, and now we're just going to have some rain. Well, if I could just get the stupid needle in. For some reason, it didn't want to. But yeah, I couldn't believe that pattern didn't come with any kind of instructions, nothing. So I guess it's pretty straightforward, but the problem is, you know, if that was your first project, you know, you wouldn't know how to wash it or, you know, I mean, as far as that kind of thing, I don't know. Just seems like it should have had more information. Not for me, but for those that haven't done this kind of a thing. You know, they'd think that all the printing would just stay there forever and wouldn't know what to do with it. I'm a little PO'd, but I don't know that they can change that. So, and then the box. Oh my gosh, did you see that box? It looked like it had been on, I don't know what. I don't know. It's like they kicked it around the shipping room 1,000 times and then decided to ship it out. I don't know. I mean, it was an actual box. I don't think it lies in the what do you call it, in the company's fault that I got it from. I think it was all in how it, you know what I mean, where the shipping company, like on the boat or whatever. I have no idea why it took so long to get here. And then the condition of the box was just outrageous. Just totally, totally outrageous. I got me some nice hot coffee today because it's just that kind of day outside. Just that kind of day. So, yeah. And Molly and I aren't going anywhere. We went out last night, and I mean, it wasn't more than 45 minutes after I got home. It was not even that long. It was pouring. It had been looking like it was going to, but it just poured for like an hour and a half. Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't rain like that here. Hello. Yep, it called me a liar all the way around. So, yeah. So, and there's puddles out there the size of rivers. Okay, this just ain't happening today. Some days I can use that thimble, and others I just can't. But that's okay. We'll try to bring it down a little bit. It's such a small piece, it keeps shifting. This is an 11 count, by the way, if I hadn't said that 1,000 times before. I know, we work on this quite often. Just kind of like it. I almost went with the snowman again today, but I figured y'all are kind of overseeing the snowman and me. Because I just got no desire this week to work on counted cross stitch. It's all about the pre-stamped. I watched somebody's video today. I don't remember their name. But it was the first time that they did diamond painting. It's kind of fun to watch people do diamond painting for the very first time. And it was a cute little project. It was one of those, it was a cell phone holder. And it was the Lucky Cat. It was so cute. But she was just so cute trying to figure out how to diamond paint. I was like, holy crap. Was it that hard in the beginning? I don't know. I guess we got past it. Of course, I had been following Mrs. Coffee and X's, S keys, if I could just get it out, sorry. Yeah, and they'd been diamond painting for a long time, and Stitcherista was diamond painting, so I guess I just followed suit and knew what to do. But it was fun to watch. Oh my goodness, would you get there, please? Hang on, guys. We're going to solve this problem. It's not like I am short on needles anywhere. But I need one. See, I've got all my extra spares. Some of them, they got a real fat end. And there's one. I need something with a little more of a point. We're going to use our needle threader. God, I love these things. The best thing I ever did was get a whole bag of like 150 of them or 50 of them. I don't remember. There was a whole bunch. Okay, where's the short end of that stick? Because, yeah, I've used these things and used them. My problem is I keep losing them. You know, they'll fall off the desk or whatever, and then when I go to sweep the floor, there'll be like 4 or 5 of them on the floor. It's great. So much better. Just can't get those dull ends in there. Especially since this is an 11 count and I'm using 3 strands. Maybe I should have used 2. I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. So yeah, no, our plans have been, we didn't have plans. I mean, I talked to my daughter and I said, well, too bad we couldn't go out to lunch, this week. And she's like, no, let's just wait for next week. And I'm like, okay. Because she really didn't want to drag the kids out in the rain and the muck and everything else. And there has been a bunch of people, a huge bunch of people in town this week. I don't know what they're all here for or where they're all going. Plus, I-70 has been closed. I don't know. It was closed on Wednesday because of potential mudslides. But, yeah. So, but, I mean, it started on Monday. And usually it doesn't start until about Thursday. It gets busier and busier, as the weekend, as it progresses towards the weekend. But this week there's just been lots and lots and lots of people. So she was afraid they'd been too busy, and she just didn't feel like fooling with it. I could tell by the tone of her voice. You know how you get to know your kids? Yeah. You just thought you knew them when they were little. When they get to be adults, it's a whole new ball game. It's like, okay, yep, not happening. Never mind. But they ended up not going camping because of all this silly rain. It's a good thing because it was a torrential downpour. Oh no, we don't get downpours here. It doesn't pour like that now. Yeah, right. Okay. Everything is calling me a liar this week. And I had a company contact me wanting me to, try out their products. I went and checked out their website and they weren't worth the website it was printed on. I think some of them just try to make it in the business, but when you hit about 10 of their pages and over half of the things that they have are stolen, I'm sorry, I'm not playing. I could see a few here and there on other sites, but it wasn't their main business. But there was 2 tons of stolen things, because I know, they're either heaven and earth, or it's Disney, or, what is that one? I can't say the word. Ami, or, is that anime? Anime, that's it, anime. I don't watch that, but, yeah, it was that kind of thing. And there was too much cutesy stuff for me anyway, so I'd already decided no. And I don't buy cutesy stuff like that. I have no kids to sew for, and I'm sewing for me right now, And I tend to go towards, stuff that's realistic looking, like the birds, and, this was a realistic one. It wasn't cartoonish, And I love landscapes. They had no big things. Just, I don't know. So, I was like, nah, we'll just ignore that bunch. And they didn't have a whole lot of stuff. They had diamond paintings, paint by number, and cross stitch. And what I saw was, I can understand it if they're a company just getting started. But seriously, no. If you want me to, not endorse, but, I'm not going to get paid for it, but because I usually don't roll like that, I give you an honest opinion. Just, send me the product, and I will tell you exactly what I think of it. So I've been enough places and websites to know what's good and what's not good. So, not much planned for today. I've almost finished my audiobook I was reading, or listening to, that Book of the Dead by Preston and Child. It was a good one, so that's why I wanted to listen to it again. They have a new one coming out in August, well, at least according to audiobooks. Oops. I missed the hole completely. Let's not make it a half stitch here. Worked a little bit on the big waterfall one yesterday too. Loving it. It's like, okay, I gotta do 3 strands on one and 3 strands on another and just keep alternating, or I'll never get it done. But I do love them both. I keep moving it towards me and I can't see what I'm doing. It's going to try to go up and down for a while. This is a nice sharp needle though. Hey! Really? That's enough. Nothing on Netflix I wanted to watch. Just kind of be a couch potato today. Speaking of potatoes, it might be a good day for potato and onion soup. I could make that for sure. I love potato and onion soup. And I like it on cold and dampy days. I haven't made soup in a while. I usually make a small batch. In the day, I used to make it by the gallons. But I was still the only one eating it, so. But I love potato soup. And every once in a while, I have some ham. I'll throw some ham in there, or bacon. Just depends. But yeah, I was really glad to get that project, because I was beginning to think I was never going to get it. Oh, we're getting that corner done. There's one more color there. You can't. Oh, I'm looking at this. I'm like, how come none of them have a what do you call it? A symbol on them. Oh, jeez. It's one of these. I don't know that it's a new thing. I haven't seen this ever where they put the color of the threads. I think that's what this is, and then this is the DMC number, this is the symbol, and this is what number it is up there. And it did come, you know, even this little kit came with a, you can't hardly see it, but, you know. And it also came with instructions on how to stitch, how to separate your thread, what to do afterwards, how to iron it. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. So why it can't, I don't know. I'm still at a loss, but I'm loving it. I don't care. I know exactly what to do. So I went back to their website. Not website. They have a store on, what do you call it? On Amazon. And they have, oh, maybe 10 great big ones. Huge ones. Yeah, looking at others. They're a little spendy, so it'll be a hot moment, but, you know, we're getting there. But just, you know, I put things in my cart, and then, like I said, I look at stuff, and then I go back, and if I don't want it right away, I want to make sure that I remember that they have that, so I just put it in my wish list, I guess is what it is. And save it for later, because, yeah, I just love that one Ava sent me. Oh my goodness, it is beautiful. I just can't stitch them fast enough. I wish I could just stitch them so that they look like the pictures fast enough. It's sad but true. Oh, goodness gracious. Had to get me some more thread. Oh, come on. Really? We'll just use you first then. Be that way. For some reason I got a knot right in the middle of the thread. Okay. Speeding right along. Hey, that thread really good. Amazing but true. And this isn't a tough canvas. Neither are those two great big ones. They're not tough at all. I mean, they're not flimsy by any means, but they're just, I've had some canvases, my goodness, it's like, really? I definitely have to use my thimble. But for these, so far, so good. And some of them, they won't crunch down. I don't know if I crunched this or not, but it's nice and soft. And it's serged. This one isn't serged, but it's not rough either. I've had some, it'll just cut you to ribbons trying to work on it. And I have to stop and put, I know, masking tape around the edge. But if you're going to cut that part off anyway, it really doesn't matter, see? But it does make it softer and easier on your hands. I don't think I could stitch with gloves on. That wouldn't do. If I just had some of those cotton gloves we used to have in the 60s, I might be able to handle that, but I haven't had too rough of canvases. I know people have complained that other, we'll call them other YouTube channels, you know, that it just cuts into your hand. Now, I don't have necessarily delicate hands or anything like that, because I use my hands at work to clean things and, you know, mop or whatever, so my hands are pretty tough. It'd have to take a lot. But yeah, I put masking tape on some of the older ones, especially small ones, where you have to just hold it so close in your hands. This you're working around the edge, you know, and moving your hands constantly, but doesn't bother me. I was just afraid that the whole thing would, like, fray. So back in the 80s, 90s, whenever, I would put, we'll get it yet, put masking tape around the edge. And now they have painter's tape, which doesn't stick as much as masking tape. I know it gets old after a while, but if you can get it done... Ouch. A sharp needle. If I tip it this way, I can't tell where the color is because it's about the same color as the stupid thread. For some reason. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's about time to make another big order. I haven't figured out what I'm doing in the month of August. No big plans. Thought about doing sampler September, but I think we'll give it a rest. One big event a year is about good enough for me. Last year it was Stitch Mania in May. Yeah. We never really recovered from that. So those are on my playlist if you'd ever like to see them. Did it again. I missed the hole. Silly thing. I was watching Stitcherista this morning, and she had gotten one of those. It's a needlepoint thing, and I can't remember who made it. I want to say Carolyn Manning, but I don't think that's right. And she just kind of lost all patience with it. I would have just, by getting it, I think she ordered some different fabric that she was going to do it on. Oh, yeah. No. And I think it was a kit, if I'm not mistaken, that she was going to work on. You know, so it all came with all the things that were in the kit. But, yeah. She didn't like having to do it on needlepoint. We'll call it needlepoint material because I don't know what that's actually called. But whatever came with it, you know, she didn't like that. So she was going to, I think she was going to do it on Ada. But, yeah, you know, no. I mean, it would be easy to count. Ada, to me, is the same as needlepoint canvas. It's just not as open and airy. Does that make sense? or it's more open and airy than Ada. But that's all I've ever stitched needlepoint on it. I have no desire to go back to that. No. I always thought the, what is it called? Bergella? Is that the word? Maybe? Bergello? It was beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at. Gorgeous. But no, I don't have that. No. Just show me what to do. If it's that complicated. So it kind of talked me out of thinking about it, but no. I think it's pretty and it looks awesome when it's done, but I mean all the ones that have different stitches in it, not just the Bergella, but you know what I mean? No. I'd have that in a knot in the corner. Nope. We're done. I just want to cross stitch. I don't want to make it complicated because my brain can't deal with complicated. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be it for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and don't forget we have live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, and I will see you then. Bye bye. God bless. Keep stitching.